Thank you for being here. Today I have an accordion strapped to me. So the most common question that I get when I'm playing out in the world is, how does this work? By the way, my accordion has a lot of sass. It just sighed at us. I'm using this button right here to close and open the bellows without hitting a button. Otherwise, I'd have to hit buttons and it'd be loud. So that's what that does. Rule number one, on your left side, you get a bellow release button, which is handy. Okay, so I have a piano accordion. It's full-sized, which means that this side, this size has 120 buttons, and this size has 41 keys, okay? It weighs about 17 pounds, and I can stand while playing it, but it's just more comfortable to sit down. And so yours might be a little bigger or smaller. They're all a little different. Mine's made in Italy. A lot of them are. A lot of them are kind of old. It's very common that some of the keys are stuck or they don't all make sound. And if that's you, I'm sorry. So I think I'll make another video just addressing the basics of accordion anatomy and maintenance. But for now, this is just how do you start playing. So on the piano accordion, it's a giant reed instrument, like a harmonica, okay? So with a harmonica, you have these reeds and a block and you blow air through them, right? That's essentially what we're doing here, except instead of blowing air through it, we're just pushing air through with the bellows. And there are reed blocks on both sides, okay? And mine actually has 3 different reed blocks on the right and 2 for the bass. And they're different octaves so that I get different, I can have different options for my sound. These switches adjust what it sounds like. Right now I have it on the middle switch, which is called master tuning, which means that all 3 reeds are getting air. So it's creating the biggest, fullest sound for my accordion. It sounds like this. Okay. This is what just the lowest one sounds like by itself. This is what the highest one sounds like by itself. This one would be the combination of the lowest and the mid. And this one's the combination of the mid and the high. This middle one's definitely the one I use the most. By the way, all those different settings have different names. You'll notice that on accordion sheet music, you might see a symbol, a circle, and some lines and some dots. Or it might say bassoon or clarinet or violin or something, and you're like, what? I'm not a bassoon. But those are just different names for the settings and different symbols for each setting that might be on your accordion or not. They're all a little different, and that's okay. And you might just have like 2 switches, or you might have more switches, and that just means you have more or less reed blocks in here, and that's fine too. They all are very special in their own way. So let's move on to this side for now. These are the bass buttons, so you're creating lower tones, you're creating bass root notes, and you're not supposed to look at this side, so you do it all by feel. So as reference, one of the keys in the middle has an indentation, and that's a C, and that's where my finger is right now. Okay, and by the way, there's 2 reed blocks here, and it's on the lowest setting, so I'm getting that really low sound. I could also make it sound like that. Anyway, it's all organized. It seems like chaos, but it's actually very organized. The system is called the Stradella bass system, and that means that the root notes are organized by the circle of fifths. So I thought about how to explain the orientation of everything. I think the best is to use north, south, east, west. So 3 of the notes have indentations. The middle one is a C root note. So in my imagination, north is this way, and that's a major third higher of your root. So if we're on C, then that next button is going to be E, okay? And if we go east of C, that's G, that's our 5th, okay? And if we're back on C and we go south, then we're going to get in the row with all of the different chords and the chord qualities. And if we go west, then we're going to get a 5th lower, so down to F. But back to the row with the chords. So right next to C, if we go one node south, we're going to play a C major chord. And then we go another one in that direction, and it's a C minor chord. And then move your finger another one, C7. And then on mine, because it's 120 buttons, I have the diminished button. What you're doing is just hitting a button and sound comes out. And there's nothing more fun in the whole world than that, right? And the fun thing about how it's organized is it's really easy to play polka. That's kind of how it's designed, right? We easily have the 1s and the 5s in our bass, and then the chords all right next to each other. So let me show you what I mean. I hardly had to move my hand. And then I just add something in my right hand, and then we can just polka, right? And there you have it. So I hope that inspired you to start playing. And if you are still intrigued and have a lot more questions, please comment, like, and subscribe. And just so you know, I am teaching online piano accordion lessons to everyone in the whole world, and I really am looking forward to meeting you. Thank you for watching. Bye!